It's safe to say that Aston Martin and Fernando Alonso have been the showmen of the summer break as of now. Nobody expected nor believed that the Spaniard will pull a move as he did, and many have jumped on the train to criticize him. If you look at the constructors table, you could do the same, as Alpine is P4, while Aston Martin is the slowest team with Williams at P9. However, changes in regulations and other stuff may promise Aston Martin some future in the sport, and now, with Fernando Alonso signing with them, we could be in for an interesting showing between the two parties. With that being said, the question has to be asked, did Alonso make a bad move by moving to Aston Martin? Stick around to find out more. Fernando Alonso was expecting to re-sign with Alpine until 2024, a year in which Oscar Piastri was to take his place in Alpine. The reserve driver for Alpine has won the F3 and F2 championships under Alpine's command and was looking to grab a seat prior to the 2022 season. Some were disappointed that the old fox Nando took his place, while others praised him for driving as he does at the age of 41. Nevertheless, with the pace Nando has shown in Alpine, and according to his statements, we believed that would continue his deal with Alpine. However, one major stuff was blocking the negotiations, and that is the agreement on the years of the contract. Apparently, Alonso wanted 2 secured years in Alpine, while the team wanted to offer him 1 secured year for 2023 and a team option for the other year in 2024, a deal known as 1+1. This way, Alpine could have sacked Alonso in 2024 even if he wanted to continue the deal and place Piastri there. Everything started with Vettel announcing his retirement, so everybody started to speculate about who could take his place. Alonso was close to the last people everybody thought will sit in Aston Martin from the next season. However, the Spaniard was promised 2 secured years as the payment is still not available to the media. Initial rumors were that he would drive for $15 million per season, which is $4 million less than what he's to obtain from Alpine this year. However, it seems like he'll take an even bigger payday than Alpine, which isn't a surprise considering the fact that Aston Martin's boss is a multi-millionaire. So, did Alonso make the right move? According to us, he did. Let's break it into details for you so that you'll understand why Alonso made the move he did. First, F1 is a business after all, and Alonso knows that the best out of all the people on the grid. He's been in the sport for such a long time that he knows when to recognize a good deal. If Alpine wanted to commit to Alonso, they would have done it prior to the beginning of the speculation, and they would have secured him for the next season. They counted on Piastri as their gambling token, so they wanted to retain Alonso under their terms. Another thing is the driver's situation in Alpine. We've seen Alonso climbing from P20 to P7 to 8, and we've seen him defending and battling his rivals whenever Ocon's ahead to protect his place. That was the case last year in Budapest when Alonso defended as much as he can against Hamilton so that Ocon can take his first maiden win. And when it was Ocon's time to defend in Qatar against Perez, we've seen how easy that went down. This season, we've seen multiple times that Alonso has been just much faster than Ocon, but wasn't let go ahead of him. It's clear that the team wants to put their focus on Ocon, and that wouldn't be the problem if he is performing much better than Nando. However, with how the Frenchman's performing, Alpine is losing a massive amount of points, as both of them were fighting for position in Jeddah and weren't able to climb above due to the defensive drive of Ocon. This year, at the last GP in Budapest, we've seen how Ocon defended Alonso for no particular reason at the beginning of the race, and we've seen how he defended when Alonso came out of the pits. This resulted in Ricciardo completing the overtake on both of them in one corner, and although they both obtained those places later, it wasn't a pleasant sight to watch. Lastly, Alpine's engine wasn't in the best condition this season. We've seen how Alonso performed on Saturday in Montreal when he finished P2, only to have an engine problem and fall all the way to P9. Also, in the sprint race in Austria, he wasn't able to start the race due to an electronics issue, and he was forced to start at P20 at the back of the grid. Although Aston Martin is slow and non-inventive, those things can be improved for the next season in a certain way, as the reliability of the engine is what matters the most. With that being said, we believe that Alonso will have a redemption season next year in Aston Martin. Even if he doesn't, the move was worth making, as Alpine didn't show enough love to the veteran, the guy that won them the last 2 championships as constructors in 2005 and 2006.